Let's move to prompt engineering, how to write a better prompts. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine that you are a sales representative trying to write an email to follow up with the North Face about sponsoring our Outside Festival 2026. If this is the entirety of your prompt, you're going to get a generated response, not bad, but pretty generic. How can we improve the prompt in this scenario? In order to improve this, we need to learn what makes a good prompt. A good prompt needs to have very clear structures. So this is an example given by Anthropic. As you can see, they have very clear structure and components. The key components are you wanted to first establish a role and give a 1 to 2 sentence high-level task descriptions. For example, you are a AI travel agent tasked to create personalized travel itinerary based on the user query. And the second part is to allow it to have dynamic content. So for example, the user's location and the number of days might be input by the user and the user preference. For example, maybe the user prefers direct flight. And then third part is give a very detailed task instructions. When creating the itinerary, follow those guidelines, give them clear instructions. The fourth component is that instead of using one shot, you can give multi-shot examples. And the final tip is to use XML tags to wrap each component. So XML tags looks like this. It's example/example, and then you can wrap your components inside of those. Now let's apply the best practice to improve our prompts. So this is our version 2, and now we give it a very clear role, and the high-level task instruction is you are a senior partner director with 10 years in outdoor, and the instructions is you want to write a personalized follow-up email to secure North Face as a title sponsor and give it some context. And for example, we know that they sponsored us in 2025, and perhaps we're seeking 200K sponsorships. I don't know if this is realistic, but this is just an example. But we can even mention that we know last year we have 35,000 participants, and we are projecting in 2026 we're going to have 50,000 participants. And in the format, we can also mention their specific sustainability initiatives. We can highlight, we have high overlap for audience alignment. So all of those are the additional context you can add it to your prompt, and it will make it much more targeted and relevant, and hopefully give us a better chance of getting a positive response. So this is another example I want to share from my recent project. It's using large language model for a classification job. We wanted to help identify whether articles are evergreen or not. So other than the tips mentioned by Anthropic, I also find another 2 additional ones. One is to use Markdown format. Markdown format is really great. It provides a very clear structure and a hierarchy for large language model to understand the task at hand. Also, if you are building an AI application, the output of the large language model might not be the final output you're looking for, and you might need to parse out the response for something else. That's when you can specify the output format as JSON and give an example of what it looks like. Another example is front-end code generation. Create an animation of solar system, and this is already looking pretty impressive, but we can take it to next level. And the trick is to say, don't hold it back, give it you all. And as you can see, Claude Code said that I'll create an incredible, comprehensive, and interactive solar system. This is a zoomed-in Saturn system with Titan orbiting around Saturn. And you can see it has way more knobs and tubes you can turn about this front-end application.